building and gaming and all of that, and that's fine. I'm not here to say anything negative about that community. More power to you. If you have the time, the means, the resources, the money to keep upgrading and that, go for it. Go for the optimized gaming experience, right? But what game is the best-selling game every year? Call of Duty. Where does Call of Duty sell the vast majority of its copies? Console. And that's the trend that's been happening, and that's the trend that continues to happen, is that PC is on the decline when it comes to gaming. And oh my God, they don't want to hear facts. They just want to, live in their own fantasy realm. These people who are so hardcore into it. It's true. Console is where gaming has gone, or mobile games. Oh my God, right? We have seen the last decade, I've seen the insanely exponential incremental rise of mobile games dominating the market. And that's when you're like, well, what's going to decline then? It's going to be PC that's going to decline. The most expensive, inaccessible way to play games will be the one that will decline. This is by far the most accessible way to play any games. Put it on your phone. Console is probably second place. Just buy the console. Now everything works on it. PC's third. So is there really a definitive reason to own a PC, or what is the perk of owning the PC in 2022? I mean, I don't think there's anything new. I think it's the same perks that always have existed, just that those perks are on the decline right now. Maybe that'll change. I don't know.
2 weeks later.
Here's something you guys may not have noticed, or maybe you did. This game is cross-play. Completely cross-play. Meaning, if you're playing it on PS5 or the Xbox Series S or X or PC, you can play opponents across platforms. What you may not have noticed is that the vast majority of people that I'm playing with higher ranks, platinum ranks like me, are all playing on PC. Do you know why? Because PC has the least amount of the least amount of input drops, the least amount of frame delay, and the least amount of input delay. So basically the PC version is far superior to consoles and always has been. All right? And I'll be honest, I do kind of feel at this point there may be an unfair advantage, because there's situations I'm playing where there's someone who is completely overwhelming me with well-timed moves, and I'm like, how the hell are they timing it that well? I try to time it, and my moves are delayed. I feel that, yes, we're in a situation where the PC versions of fighting games have become far superior, and if you've been following along the community, which I don't know if you guys have or not, there has been a major movement in the last 4 to 5 years to try to bring fighting games to PC. Only because why? People wanted to start playing them more competitively online, especially during COVID, and they found out that the console versions have a lot of input issues, a lot of delay. So a lot of people have said, here's how you do it on PC, and here's how you drop the input delay or whatever, and a lot of people have adopted this. So the vast majority of people who seem like they're going to be playing this online in a competitive way are going to have an advantage if they're playing on PC, and I don't see how that's fair, honestly. That could be a huge problem. That seriously could be a huge problem. Some people, of course, are going to say, oh, well, you're just over-exaggerating. Today, as I play with Ryu and Guile, because we're going to talk about that in a moment, who I'm using, they're both ranked platinum. I challenge you to count how many people I play that it says cross-platform, which means I'm playing a PC player, versus me playing a console player. I challenge you to count. I would guarantee you that at the platinum rank, the vast majority of players are playing on PC because they're taking the game seriously and they're trying to learn, and they've all gone out of their way to try to prepare for the competitive nature of this game. The casual play of this game is going to go away. Console players are going to be left in the dust, it feels like to me. Okay, I'm being honest. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating. But I've been following along. Guys like Arturo Sanchez have been a humongous proponent of exclusively playing fighting games on PC. And he's had all these setups and things he's been using and showing everyone how the input delay is dramatically reduced. And then when you play on console, how it's a completely different online experience. And you should be playing on PC. So it's almost as if these games are going to be cross-platform, you're creating almost an elitist situation where if someone doesn't have some kind of a high-end gaming PC to play these on, they're going to always be at a disadvantage if they're playing online. That's not good. Like I played 1 or 2 guys yesterday, literally instant reaction to everything I did. instant. Like, now how the fuck are they instantly reacting? You're playing online. I've never played a fighting game where you can instantly react to anything online, but they're doing it. So either that means they're monstrously guessing, and every guess is perfect, or they have an advantage. It's one or the other. So, I don't know what to do here. Now, is there the ability to turn off crossplay? Yes. Should I do that in the beta? No. If I do that in the beta, we'll probably have way less players. Like, realistically, how many people are playing this on an Xbox console versus PC or PS5? Well, last console gen, Streetfighter 5 wasn't even on Xbox. So the vast majority of players who are console players are probably playing on PS5. The rest of the pro players are playing on PC. I would probably be dramatically shrinking my player pool and probably playing with like 1/4 of the amount of players if I do just Xbox. So likely I'm just going to leave it on for now, but I'm curious in the final retail release that comes out in June, will it be as bad of a problem? And if it is, should I disable it? You know, I do feel an unfair advantage at this point. How are they reacting? So how are they literally seeing what I'm doing and immediately doing the thing to counter it every time? It would be something if like they guessed right 3 times in a row. There was one Jamie player who literally did the right thing 10 times in a row. And I wasn't just doing the same move over and over. It wasn't like I was being predictable. It was just here we go, read, yeah, boom, 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 counter, counter, counter. Like, Jesus. You know? So, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably just let it ride today. And if we're having a lot of issues with it, maybe I will turn off crossplay just as an experiment and see what happens. But yeah, I'm very curious moving forward. Will this be a giant factor in online competitive play of fighting games, right? If every pro player